This is brutal power wrapped in an elegant machine.
In this video I'll show you how to add transport tasks, which play a pretty important role in terms of being able to keep up with where your horses are at any one time, and it also has a big impact on day rate charges, where if you change the location and status of a horse, that will often change a day rate. To add a transport task or a movement, you can do it from scheduling transport, where you click new transport here, or again, as with everything in the system, you can click the add anywhere, add transport, select the horses that you want to move, if there's a location and status already in the system, it will show up here. You then select where you want to send it to, and the status that you want to change it to. If you want to set a return trip, you can click that and input return trip. If you don't want to change the location and status, so when you're doing a race transport, so generally the horse is traveling back and forth in a day, you don't want to change the transport, so it might be that you're going to Rose Hill and back again on the same day. You click that button and it won't change the status and location, which means there'll be no change to day rates, it'll just stay the same. However, if you do want to automate some of that process and change the day rate, you can input here that you do want to adjust the location and status, which will then change a day rate if you've set up a different day rate for this new location. One thing to remember about this button here is that the system will memorize the last or remember the last action. So if you switch it on and create the task, the next time that will also be switched on. So just be mindful of that when you're making the adjustments. And once you're ready, you basically make this for yesterday. Create that task. So for yesterday, we wanted that horse to be delivered to Wagga Gisting. It's pending. I can say it's now done. So I say that it was done yesterday. And this is just basically saying that we're changing the location status of this horse, and it will affect future billings. And so what happens now is it says that's been complete. It was completed last night. There's also a repeating a return trip for this as well on the 17th. So if I go to 17th, you can see that this is a return trip, so it's going from there back to there. Whoever it's been assigned to will get that notification as well. But the other thing too is that, as with everything, you'll be able to see all of the transport tasks. So this one is pending, this one was completed. You'll see that the location and status up here has changed to its new location, and you'll also see down here that the location and status has changed as well. So it was here, left yesterday, and it's now there. So it's been there for one day. So all that comes from the one transport task. It's very important that when trying to manage your stable and the movements and the day rates and the transport costs, that you try and do all of these movements as close as possible to the actual movement date, just so you don't miss anything and it doesn't stuff up any of your day rate when you start doing the billings. If you've got any questions on transport tasks, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us at support@prism.horse, and we're happy to elaborate a bit further on if you have any more questions. Cheers.